The countdown is running and the most important plastics trade fair in the world in Düsseldorf is approaching rapidly. We gave ourselves the task of visiting the most innovative manufacturers of plastics processing plants and machinery, and today we are the guests of Coperion in Stuttgart. Coperion is part of the US-American Hillenbrand Corporation, was founded in the year 1879 and has its headquarters in Stuttgart. Coperion runs facilities in 13 countries, including Germany, the USA, Russia, China, India and Japan. The company is headed by Kimberly Ryan, employs 2,500 workers, and the corporation generates an annual turnover of around $1.6 billion. The product portfolio includes extruders, compounders and material handling machinery for customers in the plastics, chemicals, pharmaceutical, food and mineral industries. At the K-Trade Fair, we'll find Coperion in Hall 14. During my visit to Stuttgart, I was greeted by Peter von Hoffmann, the head of one of Coperion's business units, who explained to me not only his strategy, but also the exciting potential of Industry 4.0.
For decades now, we've built twin-screw extruders here. Classic, robust, reliable mechanical engineering, if you like. Over recent years, more and more control technology has been added to that. What that has to do with Industry 4.0, I'd like to show you inside our works.
Great, I'm looking forward to it.
What characterizes Coperion is how we've added parts to the company. To the extruders came material handling, the conveying of bulk materials, and high-precision dispensing with Coperion K-Tron. Customers then required an integrated control system from us, which can also visualize everything.
That's the core concept of Industry 4.0, in a nutshell, this networking. You had to implement it in your own company and are now able to pass it on to your customers. Very exciting indeed. Right here, one can see very clearly, no matter how much we talk about electronics, Industry 4.0 and global networks, the foundation for everything is, in fact, a crude lump of steel.
That's how it starts. The production technology must be controlled, the metallurgy, and then the process engineering, so that what takes place inside the processing unit runs correctly.
Then the whole is refined with intelligence by electronics which are flange mounted on, and I'm now going to take a look at how that works.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Wow, a Nagel. So that's what a Coperion extruder looks like from the inside. Very impressive.
Yes, there's a lot of both intelligence and electronics involved. This control system works with the OPCOA transmission protocol, the future standard for Industry 4.0.
But of course, the machine is not controlled from here, but from a modern display, from a touch panel. What exactly can you control from here?
One can control the entire machine from this touch panel. You can change the number of RPM, set the temperature inside the machine. But the interesting thing, which you can't see now on the touch panel, is that the software runs on a so-called web server. If you connect the machine to a wireless LAN network, you can visualize this touch panel or the control surface on other mobile devices via an IP address.
For which applications does that make sense?
An example would be if you want to monitor your transmissions. With Industry 4.0, there'll be algorithms to tell you in advance when a bearing needs to be replaced. So based on that data, you'll have to replace the bearing again 2 months later. This is then maintenance on demand.
I've learned something new again. Herr Wiedmann will now show me what can be done with that and how the machinery of the future will look like. Thank you.
Many thanks.
Hello, Herr Wiedmann.
Hello, Herr Marshall.
I've heard I can learn from you about the future of the company.
Yes, that's right. You've heard a lot about the extruder, the automation of the extruder, and the integration into Industry 4.0. Now we at Coperion no longer just build extruders, but complete plants. We cover the complete process chain for the plastics industry, and as a result of that, of course, have many more opportunities.
That means that Industry 4.0 allows you and your customers to network the individual components that you offered in the past with each other and to optimize their use. That, I think, is a clear advantage for customers.
That's exactly right. In the process chain, apart from the extruder, we have gravimetric feeding systems, we have conveying, we have bagging and palletization. All these process steps provide us with lots of data, which we use interpret, concatenate, and so generate added value for our customers.
Now, I'm still going to see what your booth for the K-Trade Fair is going to look like. Thank you for your explanation.
Happily.
Bye. Hello, Frau König.
Hello, Herr Marshall.
You and your team are in the middle of the work of preparing the trade fair booth. What can we expect
That's
there?
going to be interesting. We'll address the topic of Industry 4.0, of course. Very interesting. We'll work with virtual reality, with augmented reality. We'll be able to look inside the machines. We'll have a large video wall alongside our new exhibits, naturally. It's going to be very exciting.
In which hall will I find you?
As always, we're in Hall 14, booth B19.
So we'll meet again in Düsseldorf in the autumn. Thanks.
We're looking forward to it.
That was my day at Coperion in Stuttgart, a company at which I learned a lot about Industry 4.0. If you'd like to, we'll see each other again for the next episode of Countdown.